PlayStation.
Nothing normal, talking pants, I drop 9 on this drip, dressing formal. 2 on my hip, this feel like it's law and order. You know I stay lit, I just demon when I slide, I can't pull up in nothing normal, talking pants, I drop 9 on this drip, dressing formal.
Hi, everyone. We got the second game of the NBA Cup group stage for these two teams. This one has a little more meaning than your average regular season game. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Miami Heat. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at New York. They're right now in the 8th spot in the conference here in the early part of the season. And, of course, there's the Heat, a half game back.
And right now for the Knicks, their slow start to this season has brought some of this team's issues to light. And this is a team that I didn't think had any issues to speak of.
Well, some teams do stumble out of the gates, but there's still plenty of time to turn it around. Having said that, fans and the media tend to be a very impatient bunch.
So here's Miami's starting group. Wiggins in the front court along with Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Khalil Ware. And it's Larson in at the shooting guard position. And for the Knicks, we've got Jalen Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Hart. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. Now, here's Adebayo. Just 5 to shoot. That one doesn't drop. McBride passes to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy one.
So, Greg, offensively for the Miami Heat, there is room for improvement.
Yeah, they realized they were in need of another elite shot creator aside from Tyler Hero. For all his growth, teams have been able to key in on him and dare anyone else to beat him. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
And it's Brunson missing.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over.
Stolen by Brunson. To the middle. Here's Towns. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
Oh, my. Karl Anthony Towns with a little extra emphasis on that one.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Last time they met was in Miami.
Not a close contest either the last time they got together. Everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
And it means they will go deep into their bench again. It worked in the last matchup. Might as well spread more minutes around.
2 on the clock. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
Now here's Brunson. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Orlando. Here's Towns. Return to sender. So here we are, right in the middle of the group stage of the NBA Cup. And here are the standings.
At this point, if you're towards the bottom of the group, it's going to be hard to climb up. It's really tough making the knockout stages. Only 4 of the 15 teams in each conference advance.
Now, Hero, after the miss from Karl Anthony Towns, to the paint, and Adebayo throws it down.
Well, that's why you get Adebayo involved in screen and rolls. He really knows how to execute that.
Brunson scanning the floor. Down low, here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Has to Ware. Now Hero. The tray. It's rebounded by New York. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another. Really the story of the game.
Well, let's give their opponents some credit for sensing that and putting them away. They were completely dominated.
And for a high-volume three-point shooter, Brunson is really efficient.
And a wide-open look for Hero. Off target from outside.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Last year marked the first All-Star appearance for Tyler Hero. Tim, he clearly is the pride in Milwaukee, one of the great high school players from that area.
Well, Kevin, he has finally put it all together and taken his game to the next level. Not just scoring, but also creating.
And here's Brunson. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. Let's see some of the numbers here for Tyler Hero.
Something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Hart. Jordan Clarkson comes in for OG Anunoby. And Brogdon subbed in for Miles McBride. Hero, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
What a read by Hero. He knew the pick and roll would give him some options.
Robinson a screen on Hero. Brunson the pass to Robinson. Puts it up. Got a hand on it. They get it back. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
First personal foul.
With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a look at this season's stingiest defensive team. The Heat in 5th.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
And looking at this game in terms of the NBA Cup, there are major implications here tonight.
Yeah, both these teams come in at 1-0, and with just 4 games in the group stage, the difference between 2-0 and 1-1 is massive. I'm sure that's not a fact that's lost on either of these coaches.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Dali LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us has a dangerous team. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, he's finding that balance. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
There's the three. Trains the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Knicks trail by 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play in the first quarter. Clarkson outside. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now, here's Rozier. He's coming off a 16-point game against Cleveland.
Using good court recognition there. Rozier able to make the right play out of that pick and roll.
Here's Brogdon. Scoreless thus far. There's a screen by Robinson. Makes it off the glass. Robinson's got it all tied up now for New York.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. The Knicks making a switch here. Cordy's checked in. He's also changing it up. Adebayo is checked in for Fontecchio. And it's Jacket Jonas in for Tyler Hero. Now, here's Rozier. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Brogdon against Rozier. To the inside. Here's Yabusele. And finished off by Yabusele.
And look at Brogdon rewarding his man. Got the screen and then able to find him on that pocket pass.
And Jovic gets it to go.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Now, here's Brogdon. Still yet to score. Back to Clarkson. New York needs to get off a shot. Oh, and here comes Rozier all alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
The lightning quickness of Rozier, proving how dangerous he is when the break is on.
Clarkson passes to Brogdon. No good with the layup. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Heat. They're up by 2. And we'll be back with you right after this. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Miami.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
On the court for Miami here in the second. In the post, it's Jovic and Adebayo. Rozier's out there with Smith. And it's Jaquez in at the small forward. Smith, the pass to Adebayo. Back to Smith. Fires from deep. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. And the Heat making a change here. Fontecchio's checked in.
Fontecchio.
And Miami has possession. Outside Rozier. Pass to Fontecchio. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Over Robinson. And Dadier pulls it down. The Knicks shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And Miami shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Jaquez against Clarkson with the fadeaway. Jaquez can't hit. For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Towns down low. 6 points for him. Can't connect from short range. He'd have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And yes, it's good. Jovic has got 9.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Rozier against Brogdon. Left side, Towns. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. On the wing, Jaquez. He's covered by Clarkson. Good ball movement here by Miami. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Miami shooting their first free throw of the game right now, and Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Checked in, and Miles McBride subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. And Miami with a change here too. Heroes checked in. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility salary-wise in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves indeed. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update. To stop the run, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Staying strong inside. Brunson going right into the coverage to get the call.
First trip to the line for him here.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now, so solid numbers in that department.
That one falls for Brunson. Second free throw, no good.
Well, when you watch Jalen Brunson, he's such a difficult matchup. Lefty, quick, and a bit on the smaller side, but he's got great leverage, and he gives opposing defenses fits.
Jaquez with the ball, defended by McBride. And it's Rozier missing. Now McBride. Nothing on the board. Anunoby kicks to Hart. Brunson outside. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Substitution on the court.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside, Adebayo. Inside. Shot clock at 5. That one's in, his first shot this game.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
There's a good screen. Brunson the pass to McBride. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, Adebayo is always a threat to dunk it. He's light on his feet and extremely explosive.
Brunson against Hero. It's Brunson at point-blank range.
The shooters shoot, and he didn't quit. Much better performance this quarter.
Outside, Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here's Brunson. Shoots the three. Brunson for three. Likes the look and drains it.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the three. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Yabusele, he's checked in for New York. Nikola Jovic is checked in for the Heat. Ware with it, working on Yabusele. Ware passes to Larson. Hero against Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Shots good by Hero. Hero's got 9.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Got a piece of it. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. Brunson against Wiggins. To the inside. Stolen by Hero. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number one in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Back over to you guys.
Good priority. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Here's Brunson after the Heat pick up 2. And finished off by Yabusele.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And it's the Heat with the ball, following the score by New York. Poked away. To the paint. Brunson the pass to Yabusele. Hero against Brunson. Back to Yabusele. Shot clock at 3. Hart. No good with the triple. Miami leading by 7. Wiggins with it. Hart covering. And it's Wiggins missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Brunson carving out space inside.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
35 seconds left now here in the second. Outside, Hero. Beyond the arc. Traps in the tray. Hero's got 7 points for the quarter.
And this is why many are high on Hero. Possesses ability to kick it up a notch and just take over.
Brunson barreling into the rim.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
Back to Hero. The 3. He can't get that one to fall. It could go. And we've reached halftime in this one. Heat lead by 6. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for tuning in. With half the game in the books, a bit of ground to make up for the New York Knicks.
One takeaway is their work on the glass. They're playing mean, pushing guys around, high elbows. Nothing wrong with that. Watch out, camera guy.
Hey, we'll see if the refs agree with you in the second half. All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
You look at New York. They've been one of the bigger disappointments so far in the early goings. Some people thought they might be an elite team, And we haven't seen that at all. But the good news is there's still plenty of room and time to turn it around.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Miles McBride out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the 5. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half.
Yeah, this is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
Pass to Adebayo. Sinks the three-pointer. Adebayo's got 11 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
And it's Wiggins missing.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now Towns. After Tyler Hero's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's Hart. Here he goes. And Hart throws it down.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
No, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Here's Hero. The Knicks making the shot. Wiggins finds Adebayo. Over Hart. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Wiggins. 13 points in the game.
Well, this has been a huge scoring night for Adebayo, and when you consider the elite defense he brings every night, points are a bonus.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Karl Anthony Towns. And he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage, really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Now, here's Hart. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Hero. Driving inside. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Drops one in from the wing. And the Heat lead by 6.
He has a very well-rounded offensive game. There's just no shortage of ways Wiggins has to punish an opponent, inside, outside, or otherwise.
Now here's Towns. He has 6.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Hero kicks to Ware. Pass to Larson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Now Ware. Defended by Towns. Hero passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And how about Adebayo kicking it into high gear offensively?
Now Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Pass to Larson. Ware kicks to Adebayo. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Back to Anunoby. Hart with a screen on Wiggins. To the middle. Hart, no good.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Here's Ware. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Towns, a a screen on Hero. Brunson the pass to Towns. The rebound by Tyler Hero. Miami leading by 7. Pass to Larson. Outside, Adebayo. Wiggins surveying the floor. Hero, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Brunson kicks to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Let's go to time to get loud for your Knicks breaker.
The Knicks. The Heat making a switch here. So, Tim, you ended your NBA career a little bit early because of knee problems, and at 34, you made the transition to broadcasting and have excelled so much. What has that journey been like?
Well, certainly, Kevin, I wish I could have played another handful of years, but you're right. The knee injury forced me into this line of work, and I'm blessed and grateful because I can stay connected to the game. I get to watch it every night with a front row seat, and hopefully I get to make people a little bit smarter about what they're watching.
Oh, you do, believe me. You definitely do. Now, here's Adebayo. Robinson with the block. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Brogdon finds Robinson. Hackers with the steal. Hero against Yabusele. Hero passes to Adebayo. It's up a 3. And there's Hero. That's good on the assist by Adebayo. Hero's got the lead up to 10 now for the Heat. Hey guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Heat.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Man, Rozier getting up. Impressive to see someone his size finish with authority.
Back to Brogdon. Yabusele setting a screen for Brogdon. And it's good for 2.
An athletic drive by Brogdon, charging in fast there before the defense has a chance to react.
And the former Rookie of the Year, Malcolm Brogdon. Now a heady veteran, Tim, and always helping.
Yeah, Kevin, this is a 6th-man winner back in 2023. And not to mention, he also won the Citizenship Award. Just an incredible career for the former 2nd-round pick.
There's Clarkson after Tyler Hero's bucket. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Clever on-ball decision by Clarkson, using the pick to get himself free for that one.
The Heat leading by 10. Outside, Hero. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
When you have someone running point who's also a factor at the rim like that, it's a huge advantage.
Now, Hero, after Malcolm Brogdon's miss. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Pass to Yabusele. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Clarkson. Here's Brogdon. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. From deep three-point land. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Miami Heat enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
And he runs their offense for a reason. He's got excellent vision. Wow, what a gift for his teammates.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. In the post, it's Jovic and Adebayo. Rozier's out there with Jaime Jaquez. And it's Fontecchio in at the 3, the small forward. And so here is New York. The Heat getting the bucket. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Brogdon. Here's Rozier. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
He is coming alive here in the second half. That's a nice shot there. And now he is rolling.
Right side Towns. Pass to Dautier. Clarkson for 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Miami leading by 14. Jaquez finds Adebayo. And here is Rozier. And it's Rozier again missing. Jaquez with the steal. Into the lane. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Heat lead by 16. New York's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Outside, Towns. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Towns. And it's 8 points for Mitchell Robinson.
And the all-around game of Towns can score it, rebound it, as well as pass the ball. So skilled at his position.
Now, here's Adebayo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
Get ready to dance like everyone wants to.
Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Fontecchio. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Here's Brunson. Here's Hart. Takes it inside. Rebound by the Heat. Jovic has got 6 rebounds in the game. From the baseline. And another basket for Miami.
And savvy play by Hero, using the pull-up jumper to catch the defense off guard.
Brunson goes in. Great D that time from Hero. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Stolen by Brunson. Hart outside. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Now, here's Rozier. Pass to Jovic. Now Hero lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. Rozier the pass to Jovic. Here's Jaquez. 5 on the clock. Now Hero. Brunson covering. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Tim, these days, things are changing for modern NBA big men.
Well, there is no doubt. When I played, every team had 4 or 5 legitimate post players, and the ball went in to the low post regularly throughout the game. I think now the difference is you have to have versatility in your game. Teams are looking for bigs that can shoot it, handle it, and facilitate.
Valuable pieces for sure. Now, Hero. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And there's that vertical of Hero. Gets off the floor with ease and just hammers that one down.
Towns the screen. Rebound by the Heat. Hero with it. Adebayo with the screen on Brunson. Hero, no good. Knicks trail by 20. McBride with the ball. Picked up by Hero. Picked off in midair. Pass to Wiggins. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error. Very unfortunate. And the coach is going to have something to say about that.
Now here's Brunson. Driving in. Stolen away. Always going up for the alley-oop here. McBride on the wing. Down low. It's tipped. It's stolen by Adebayo. And just the way pilots use VR to train, now NBA officials can do the same.
Yeah, it's all about reps, right? Getting them with the headset in a lower stress setting helps prepare them to make the right call when the lights are brightest.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And now we'll take a moment for our presentation of our player of the game, Tyler Hero.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
They'd lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He's shown leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. Now, Hero. Adebayo with the ball. Hart covering. Larson, no good.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
Outside, Adebayo. Pass to Larson. Now Hero. Good ball movement here by Miami. Just 5 on the clock. Adebayo passes to Ware, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Adebayo trying to involve his teammates. Man, he is an impressive passer for his position.
Here's Brunson. Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Brunson against Hero. Pass to Ware. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Heat.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Tyler Hero.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
And McBride gets it to go.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them high percentage at the rim.
61.
Right wing. Back to Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Wiggins outside. Now here's Adebayo. They set the pick. 20 feet out. It's rebounded by Brunson. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Lets it go from deep. Larson with the rebound.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup, a 2-0 record in the group stage.
And in this format, you need a 3rd win in the group stage. So with 2 games left, they're in great position.
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
Tyler, we know you are never shy. What gives you that confidence to let it fly when the pressure is on?
I like taking the big shot. My teammates, my coaches, they all trust me, put me in the right spots, and sometimes I make a couple big shots here and there.
Well, you give them a reason to trust as well. Congratulations.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Tyler Hero.